initially I began my career at Deloitte and was very fortunate to be exposed to a number of different sectors during my time as an auditor there. So the mining sector in particular offered various interesting aspects that appealed to me, and specifically around the complexity of the operations, the caliber of people that I got to interact with, and the magnitude of the businesses. So this industry is particularly important to South Africa's overall social economic fabric. And it offered me the opportunity to work in a field that has far-reaching impact and makes a meaningful difference in the lives and livelihoods of many people. So as a leader and as an individual, I really valued this platform to effect change in the broader community through my role and decisions as CFO of the company. So I've definitely seen significant improvements in attempting to level the playing field when it comes to compensation, career advancement, and development. So this actually makes a big difference in attracting women to the industry. But I still think that we have a long way to go in improving the perception of the industry and attracting more women to it, particularly at our core mining functions. So the mining industry in general has shown a positive inclination towards increasing its female headcount. But some companies are leading the way and leading by example. So we believe that Implats is one such company through the setting of clear targets and specific implementation of specific interventions to drive this transformation. Our executive team is currently 30% female, and our women representation in management is at 53% at the corporate office and about 19% across all our operations. However, I don't think we can become complacent about this, and we need to continuously allocate resources and effort to attract more women to the sector. So if I think about it, I believe that our conditions of employment are flexible enough, and that the types of roles within the sector are varied enough to be able to attract women to the company and the sector. I do think we need to get smarter and more active in marketing the industry well enough, especially at entry-level positions and in our core mining positions. We definitely need to put more emphasis on promoting mining as a career, and we need to start at the secondary and tertiary education. We also need to continue to provide scholarships, bursaries, and internships to attract and retain talented individuals, particularly women, into the sector. So I think, to any woman considering, to women considering a career in any field, I believe it's very important for you to understand what career you're choosing and what the career path entails, and to make sure that you're actually up for the challenge, because the mining industry is challenging, but also immensely rewarding. So the mining industry in particular offers ample career opportunities, and really it will open many doors for you in your career. So the sector itself employs miners, geologists, chemists, doctors, accountants, environmentalists, HR executives, just to name a few. So do your research and understand what careers are available in mining. Speak to people in the industry to obtain as much information as possible. And then, if possible, ask to visit the operations and head office, depending on your interest, before you make a decision. So at Implats, we are very deliberate in developing and leveraging talent, especially that of females. And we actually have the opportunity to market the strides that we've made as a company and as an industry. So this can show women in the mining sector offers strong opportunities for career and personal development, and also has many women who have realized their personal goals and ambitions within the industry. We also have a competitive employee value proposition, and that provides best-in-class pay and benefits, and very importantly, personal and career development. So we all know that pay is important. However, however, the non-financial aspects are as important to attract and retain top talent. Ongoing professional and personal development, we believe, is key to a fulfilling and successful career. And at Implats, we offer a rich learning environment with leaders that are very eager to impart skills and knowledge and empower people. Yeah, so I think the most important thing is that our company evaluates performance and potential based on capability and leadership displayed at all levels. So this ensures that we have a level playing field, and that women who are delivering performance at all levels are therefore judged by the same yardstick as their male counterparts. Some of this includes making sure that we promote a culture of inclusion, and recognizing the importance of equality, creating an empowering work environment which is supported by trust and respect, and then also ensuring that our policies and procedures are family friendly. They support all genders, and are bias free, to assist us in attracting and retaining employees. We also provide ongoing training and development, as well as on-the-job training and mentoring to assist them in achieving their full potential. I think it's important to acknowledge that as women, we hold many different roles in society, and the expectation of them, is to be a wife, a mother, an employee. And often this means that career development is not the primary measure of success, and that demands of the various roles require that actually we operate in a more flexible work environment. For us at Implats, this is key for us to attract talent. We need to reasonably accommodate these differences and the multiple roles that women play in our daily operations. I think another barrier includes leaders who do not take the time to coach and mentor. And then, as I mentioned earlier, mining is not seen as a particularly sexy industry. I think we need to do more to market what careers the industry offers. And on reflection, lastly, I think that women often perceive many barriers based on others' views and historic stereotypes, and they believe that capability is not on its own is not enough to be successful. And unfortunately, a lot of women are schooled to believing that excelling in one's career often comes at the expense of other aspects of their lives. And I strongly believe that this is not a binary decision. Women can be successful in the various aspects of their lives depending on their choices. Every day we are faced with prioritizing our time based on the demands of both our personal and professional life. I guess one of my primary beliefs, and this was nurtured by my mum, was that all of us are individuals that are able to meaningfully contribute both in the workplace and at home, and that all of us have unique skills that can be harnessed and applied, irrespective of others' expectations and perceived limitations. So my mum was a working mum most of my life, and I learned from her that motivation and ability can can create many successes and opportunities for you. Personally, I've been very driven to be the best at whatever I pursue, and this has allowed me to focus on setting and delivering according to high personal standards in the workplace. I feel that my drive and motivation to grow and develop underlined by a very strong work ethic, have opened many doors for me. And when I look back, my career my career path has been strongly influenced and supported by a number of leaders who have inspired me and helped me develop my skill set and created opportunities for me to expand my area of influence and to broaden my skill set. Very importantly, my family structures have given me the confidence to pursue my career and to manage the demands of the various positions that I've held. So on reflection, I do think it's probably taken me a bit longer than some of my peers, especially my male counterparts, to be appointed into a CFO role. And this is in part due to the opportunities that were presented, but as well as due to choices that I've made along the way. Looking back, it was quite important for me that the roles that I had were challenging and that presented me with the ability to continue to grow and develop, especially in terms of working cross-functionally and understanding the organizations that I was in and the industries better. So overall, this has provided me with really a depth of understanding and experience and knowledge, which has enabled me to be successful in my current role. Lastly, I feel that it's the most important ingredient that allows one to achieve success in business is to understand that life is all about balancing your personal and professional goals. At different points in my career, I've had to reflect and rebalance my lifestyle to ensure that I continue to enjoy my work and still fulfill my personal ambitions. So there's a few things that I wish I had known earlier in my career, but maybe just to start off with is, I wish that I understood that actually performance is not only about capability and motivation, but also about personal networking. I think it's important that when you actually need help, that you are able to, you have access to the right people that can provide you with that support and advice. Further, I think your development areas, if you're aware of them and you manage them through putting in appropriate support structures and coaching, that they won't actually interfere with your career trajectory. For me, the emotional connection and pride that I have in my job has often made my failures and mistakes very hard to swallow. But overall, I think it's driven me to make very responsible decisions and to grow. And that has benefited the businesses and the stakeholders I've engaged with. Lastly, I don't think that, lastly, looking back, I believe that I don't have to fit into any male or female stereotypes to be successful. At different points in my career, I've been expected to be tough and unemotional like my male counterparts, or in some instances, non-confrontational and easy to work with being female. So I think as women leaders and managers, and as individuals, we bring different leadership qualities to the teams and organizations we lead. And these qualities often inspire, motivate, and empower the teams that we lead and actually make them successful. So what I've learned along the way is really to remain authentic to who I am. So I think, so when you enter the workplace, I think you need to don't enter the workplace as a woman, but enter as a person and use that as the opportunity to showcase the expertise that you have to offer. I think it's very important not to ask for special treatment, but what you need to ask for is a level playing field. Looking back, I think having an excellent mentor is key to growing and developing. Having a can-do attitude really will get you far and will open many doors for you along the way. And then maybe the last two pieces of advice that I'd give is to actually not be in a hurry to progress up the career ladder. I think it's really important to broaden and develop your skill set and your expertise, and to gain more experience, so that to gain more experience so that you can you can be successful in your career and add value to the organization. I think this is especially important when you move to senior leadership roles and you are required to manage and lead a multidisciplinary team. And lastly, basically, not to sell yourself short by being unassuming or not believing in your own ability. You've earned the right to be there, and you deserve to be treated fairly and equally.